So we're back again with yet again another episode of Twilight Princess. In the last episode, we have made our way about halfway through the Palace of Twilight. In this episode, we're going to completely finish it off and annihilate it. But before we even think about doing any of that, we have a couple things to get on our westward side that I couldn't actually access until now because of the fact that I had to wait until I get this glistening golden master sword that I was able to get. And the end of last episode, we can access this room and do some more things in here that we weren't able to do before. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Jump it down here, and believe it or not, we can cut through fog now with the fact that we have this glistening and golden master sword. Well, it's not golden in this room, but still, we can jump in this nook in the wall and grab this chest, and what do we have? 50 rupees. Not bad. And the fact that we can access that area in the wall right now. Let's jump. And also, believe it or not, we can cut through fog while on a platform. It's also just ascending. Nuts. But this chest is going to contain something spectacular. So spectacular that I can finally say that it's probably going to be my last time editing it in, the sound effect. But I can legally say that this is the 45th heart piece. You collected 5 heart pieces and formed the new heart container. It also filled your life energy. That is the final one. With that being said, good deal. Now, there's some backstory I want to go through once I get back to the center area of the dungeon. So, with that being said, I will be back momentarily if I can climb up those platforms. So, I'll be right back. Okay, so we're here, and in case the game plot didn't already provide us with enough information, Zelda Dungeon was nice enough to give us a little bit of a script here to give us a little bit of a backstory behind the Palace of Twilight. So, with that being said, it goes like this. The palace itself seems to be the only notable point of interest within the Twilight realm, and is the place where the royal family of the Twilight once resided. The inhabitants that surround the palace have been transformed into mindless shadow beasts by the devilish work of Zant. The dungeon itself is split up into 3 sections, which are in fact 3 separate palaces. The opposing palaces house the sacred power of Twilight, the Sauls, while in the center lies the main palace where the King of Shadows, Zant, resides. So, it's kind of shameful that the game didn't actually name this dungeon Palaces of Twilight, but when you read the Palace of Twilight, it's usually referring to this very center area of this entire dungeon, so yeah, in case the game didn't make that clear enough already, Zelda Dungeon was nice enough to do so, so I can lock my phone screen because I don't have to read that again. Yeah, that's the backstory. But get these birds out of here, and here we are. Hey, this bird is on the edge, is just kind of chilling there, but his Tuesday afternoon is not going to go so well with the fact that he's going to be done and flying off of that ledge, but yeah, we can finally go through this door and head to the north. I feel like this room is going to be so embarrassingly easy, but I don't know. The fact that there's not that much to do in here to begin with anyway, it's just kind of making me think twice here. And here we are. Get this Baba out of the way. You can just kind of throw this ball right in there. These are not Sauls at all, at least I don't think they are, but because they don't have any light to them, and not as much as the Saul did that was in the hands, but yeah, and throw this into that nook right there. And we can finally get this staircase. This room, like, I don't know, but the rooms that do this, like, raise that staircase up, really remind me of the Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Like, the Trials, that is, but I don't know. That's, like, as far as I'll go with the Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild or anything, because there are still some spoilers out there that don't want to be spoiled, and I've learned my lesson the hard way with that, like, a few months ago, but anyway, no need to talk about that weird day, but we can finally say that sandheads are kind of bombarding us here. There's going to be 2 more on this side, aren't there? Yep. I thought so. Zant heads galore. What did I mention in the last episode? There's going to be a lot to look forward to, but... But the fact is that this chest now exists. We can open it up and see what it is. It's a key! We can finally open doors again because this dungeon is allowing us to. I probably should have gave that a spin attack. Me trying to like say, hey, I don't have to stand in the middle and do a spin attack as the game wants me to. I'm gonna try my way. And my way clearly does not work about 90% of the time, so. The next room is going to require some claw-shotting skills, so make sure that you're all geared up and ready for that sort of nonsense. Alright, so in this particular room, we'll notice something. This area has reappeared in many, many cutscenes throughout the game, so just be noted on that. And I'm not sure if anybody has watched my versus with mchan338 in this game, but in this part, I was an idiot and did not get the freaking big key. I was infuriated. I was infuriated that I played this game for years, and of all times for me to forget the boss key, it was in a freaking recording. Especially in a versus. And there was somebody actually racing along in the comments with us. I forgot his username, but he pointed it out. He was like, so Alex has to do all that crap again. Yep. I believe he got first, I got second, and Max got third. So, I don't know. No need to talk about that weird night as well. But, yeah, here's the boss key. Easy. So, let's jump on this. Wow, okay, the wall's like saying, hey, it's gonna be nice to you, and say, you don't have to take damage at all. I don't know, but... Anyway, going right across here. Shadow Beast. Sword right in the butt. Yeah, that bird didn't really deserve that, but... I can kind of pick them out if I have enough arrows left. I probably should have stocked up on some, because I did not do that post Cave of Ordeals, but... You see, this is why I like the Great Spin. It reaches out much further. It gives twice damage. I love it. And it's shameful to also say that the bomb arrows do absolutely nothing when it comes to Zant heads. So, you have to use your sword, or else it doesn't work. Hey, did you know that the blue rupee is worth 5 rupees? Hey, did you know that? Hey, poke. Did you know that? Dude. Zant bubbles. Did I literally just say Zant bubbles? They're shooting laser balls at us or whatever that is. I called them like I gave it a really bad name. I don't know, but yeah. There we go. Take them all out. There's gonna be some more appearing in this vicinity. Remember how I said, like, there's gonna be many more to look forward to of those Zant heads throughout the dungeon. The introduction was already bad enough with the fog room, but still. Anyway, we have our next key, and what do we have? Oh, small key. Yep. I like it. I like how I just said we have our next key, and what do we have? I literally already said what it was, because how else are we gonna get through this door without a key? So make sure you're good. And we can walk on through. This room, in my opinion, will probably be the most complex out of any room in the dungeon. But thankfully, I have ways of doing that, and we have a platform square here because it will not appear until you have to exit and come back or anything. Not that you're gonna have to, but it'll take you all the way up. All the way up. Like, all the way up over there. But the game will not do that automatically because you have to find your way up first. You can't have your cake and eat it too, because, like, the game's gonna say, no, I don't agree. So, to sum it up, in this platform, there's gonna be 4 different sections that appear around me. 4 different sections. Jump in the one directly in front of you. There's gonna be 2 different paths, right and left. What you want to do is jump on the left, if you're playing the Wii version, that is, and float all the way up. And make sure you get your claw shots out, just for this particular section. And get on this grate in the wall. There we go. And then jump here. And there's going to be a couple Zant heads in here that are going to be wanting to get to us. Yep, one right there. And the fact that this platform is moving already helps us dodge his fireballs. So, get him out of here. Claw shot. That. There we go. I don't even know why the one on the wall was even existing. I can just claw shot here. There! There we go. It looked for a second that I was going to jump, or like fall, like, to the edge of the platform and just fall off, and I didn't even care to dodge that at all. Zant, I have a present, a Master Sword for you. And this is our final chest in the dungeon. I'll still double check before I even enter the final room. What do we get? What do we get? You get a key! You get a key. These last chests, like, you have to get. It's like, you have to do it. Otherwise, you're not going to complete a thing in this dungeon. But we have all the chests. This is not a long dungeon. I think it like seems long, the fact that I went to go see Giovanni in the last episode in the beginning. I feel like if I didn't do that and just immediately started the dungeon in the beginning of the episode, I probably would have finished in about 40 minutes. If I played really well, but still. Double check, we have dungeon map, compass, and big key, and no more chests. We are looking beautiful, man. Shadow beasts, come say hello to my Master Sword. And he just fell over and died. What's great about this room is that the shadow beasts that you fight will not wake up if you just leave one standing. So, kind of cool. So you don't need to go into wolf form and prevent like them coming at you with a force field or anything. So, although you can if you want to, but why do that when you have a sword like this? It's too beautiful, man. Pests. Just pests. And with that, that is the final and last of the Shadow Beasts. So, we're here. Let me throw on this tunic, and we will be going past this door and facing the consequences. So, as much grief as Zant has given us throughout the entire game, with this Twilight realm that's been eating up the world of light, I feel like he should eat up the consequences and realize that not everybody can live in a world like that. Especially me. Zant. Isn't this ironic? Here we are, all thanks to the dark magic curse you placed on LSP. You speak of magic. Still your tongue for a moment, whelp, and I will tell you both magic and the oppression of ages. The people of our tribe, a tribe that mastered the arts of magic, were locked away in this world like insects in a cage. In the shadows we regressed, so much so that we soon knew neither anger nor hatred, nor even the faintest bloom of desires. And all of it was the fault of a useless do-nothing royal family that had resigned itself to this miserable half-existence. I had served and endured in that depraved household for far too long, my impudent princess. And why, you ask? Because I believed that I would be the next to rule our people. That is why. But would they acknowledge me as their king? No. And as such, I was denied the magic powers befitting our ruler. It was then, in the thrall of hatred and despair, that I turned my eyes to the heavens and found a god. I shall house my power in you. If there is anything you desire, then I shall desire it too. My god had only one wish. To merge shadow and light, and make darkness. The Battle of Zant. He will take us through the stages of various different dungeons that we've seen in the past, and we have to go through them again. So in other words, use the item of the dungeon that you recall. So this time we want to throw our Gale Boomerang at him while he's shooting in midair, so that'll lure him in. And then we can just completely thrash on him and make him suffer the consequences. The Mortal Draw is too oddly satisfying to even not do, so I'm just doing that for it. Make him suffer for once. Oh, Zant. The Goron Mines. Yeah, so you can't, you don't have to use your Iron Boots for this, because it's kind of, like, easy enough to stay on here already. So, if you get close to the edge, he will probably just kind of, like, switch over to a spot where he won't even make you fall off of it, so just kind of repeat this cycle until it's all over. Zant, you've already making me suffer, man. With the Mortal Draw, you actually get 2 cycles instead of 3, so. The Lake Bed Dungeon. So, what do we need? We need the Azura Armor, our Iron Boots, and our Claw Shots here, because what's gonna happen? A giant Zant head is gonna come up out of the water here. Let's get our Claw Shots out. And he's gonna shoot his pimple balls at us. I call it the pimple balls, and then we want to Claw Shot him out. We want to just completely wail on him. So the next section is going to be quite a challenge, because what's going to happen now is that Big Zant Head's going to get out of the way. And these 4 are going to come up out of the water, and you got to find out which one he's in. So, a life hack here is to, like, kind of swim in circles and kind of go around here, and then swim up to him, and when he's done shooting, throw on your Iron Boots and Claw Shot him out. Kind of prevents you from having trouble when, you don't want to have trouble with this particular phase, but the Forest Dungeon, we've already seen the Forest Dungeon phase here, but I guess they're putting us into the mini-boss section as well. I'm gonna knock him off when he's done shooting. Let's actually make him suffer the consequences of the jump strike, because I just freaking love that. Oh, jump across in joy, you self-centered asshole. Jump strike. And I literally finished the jump strike, and the first hit was already good enough to get him out of there. But the Snow Peak Ruins. He's going to be huge. So you want to get your ball and chain out for this, and he's going to be massive, just above you, and he's going to want to crush you with his foot, like he just did right there, and I didn't want him to. But you can crush his foot with the ball and chain, and he's going to shrink down to his minimal size. And you can just kind of spin attack him and make him stop. He kind of is fast when he hops away, so you just want to make sure that you get him as fast as possible. Crush his foot again, and repeat the cycle. And this is the final phase of the battle. We're in South Castle Town. So this is when we're not in a particular dungeon, but he will kind of chase after us. And this is probably the most challenging part of the battle here, so make sure you stay on top of him. Ah, he's really getting me now. We hit each other at the same time. That's kind of nuts. Yeah. Yeah. He's making me hits. He's getting all these hits on me. Zant, say goodbye. Oh, you got away. You frickin' got away. You got away at the very right time. You are nothing but lucky. Slow down. Slow down. Now you say goodbye. This is what you get. You traitors. Traitors? You want to know why none would call you a king? It was your eyes, Zant. All saw it, a lust for power burning in your pupils. Do you think we'd forget our ancestors lost their king to such greed? Midna, foolish Twilight Princess, the curse on you cannot be broken. It was placed on you by the magic of my god. The power you held as the leader of the Twilight will never return. Already, he has descended and been reborn in this world. As long as my master Ganon survives, he will resurrect me without cease. I just used a fraction of the power that's in me now. I did that using only a fraction of my ancestors' magic? LSP, now is the time. We must save Zelda. The evil power Zant was wielding, I couldn't take it from him, but at my least, I still have the power of my ancestors. With it, I can return to the cherished power Zelda bestowed upon me. Now, let's go. Princess Zelda is waiting. So we did it. Zant, at long last, is gone. But our life energy has been increased by 1 and been fully replenished. With that, we finally have every heart. Now, we can run along and finally leave the mirror chamber. Let's go. So Ganondorf was just using Zant to help him return to the world of light. I guess now we know the true nature of that barrier over Hyrule Castle. He's in Hyrule Castle, I'm sure of it. Princess Zelda is in grave danger. We must return to the world of light and hurry to the castle. You said it. But we're getting close to the end. But we have some things to top off on before we even think about doing that. I need arrows, and I need arrows bad. And some other things as well, so I'll be back once I've topped off on every last thing that I can think of. Okay, so yeah, I off-screen just kind of like did, I don't know, I topped off on almost everything that I could possibly think of, other than slingshot seeds, because I'm probably not going to use that item again for the rest of the game, pretty much. So this is it. We are going to be on our way to the final area, which is Hyrule Castle, and this is the last time that we're going to see Kakariko Village, so we're just about wrapping things up and the final fights here. So with that being said, in the next episode we're going to, again, head to Hyrule Castle to finish things up. With that being said, stay tuned. Subscribe, like, and comment, or anything else. Peace out, everyone.